A young bear from darkest Peru travels to London to search for a new family. I still remember seeing the trailer for this and thinking it was just going to be another cookie-cutter forgettable kids movie trying to cash in on nostalgia for Paddington Bear. But I could not have been more wrong. Technically, it is fairly predictable and it doesn't break any new ground in storytelling, but what it lacks in originality, it makes up for in charm. Paddington is the sweetest, most polite bear, and the way in which he speaks is just so calming to me. The Brown family who adopts Paddington are also accepting and loving, even though it does take Mr. Brown a few days to warm up to Paddington. The first question that I had was, how are they going to have a bear living with humans and no one thinks that it's weird? But when the Browns first see Paddington in the train station, they acknowledge that he is indeed a bear, but neither the Browns or any of the other characters in the train station or throughout the movie act like it's weird at all that there's a walking, talking bear hanging out in London. And as the audience, we just accept it. I guess it's not weird for bears to be walking around people in London. Paddington is young and he doesn't understand how most things work in the human world. His curiosity is so charming, and even though he is completely destroying things, it never seems that stressful. He's just so sweet, you can't be mad at him, even when your toothbrush tastes like earwax. Some of the elaborate things that Paddington does feel like gags that wouldn't be out of place in an old Buster Keaton or Charlie Chaplin film. I have always wanted to like Wes Anderson movies. I love the way that they look, but the quirkiness is just a bit too quirky for me. Now, Paddington was not directed by Wes Anderson. It was directed by Paul King, and he was able to recreate that same color palette, same camera movements, and that same diorama and storybook feel of a Wes Anderson movie without all of that pretentious quirk. So even though Paddington isn't a Wes Anderson movie, it is my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Paddington is just such a cute character. The way he interacts with everyone is how I hope that my daughter interacts with people as she grows up. He's charming and he's polite and he just wins over everyone that he meets. While the story is predictable, it doesn't even matter because of everything else. Paddington is a nearly perfect family film. Cleaning your ears, having dinner with a new friend, having tea and marmalade sandwiches on a rope bridge in Peru, making friends at the train station, riding an escalator with a dog, sliding down spiral staircase banisters.